Mr. Priebus is right here, and today is his birthday, so we want to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you, Bob. I think David's living in a permanent funhouse mirror myself. But anyway, go ahead, Bob.
Why?
Well, I mean, he's defending a president. I mean, initially you talked about gas prices. He's defending a president that had gas prices were $1.85 a gallon when he took over, and we've got and he defends the president's position when the president's own energy czar said, and this is undisputed, that he wanted gas prices to go to European levels so that we could all be forced. It was years ago, so that we could be forced to drive, battery-operated cars and scooters around. So now he's backpedaled on that statement. But very quickly, the Obama administration's finding itself in a whole lot of trouble because once again, we've got a president who says one thing and then he does another. So in any event, I think that when it comes to gas prices, this president's taken our country completely backwards. And this idea that David Axelrod is spinning that now we've got record production. We've got record production because of the actions of George W. Bush and Bill Clinton years ago, because it takes time. Well, this president's shut down onshore drilling. He's shut down offshore drilling. He's shut down Keystone. And so now we're sitting in a place where we're no better off today than where we were 3 years ago. And we've got a president that's now coming back on the campaign trail again, talking about an all-of-the-above energy policy.
Well, what about Mr. Axelrod's assertion that it's your fault that the Keystone thing got killed because you tried to force an early decision?
Well, I think myself and everyone in the studio chuckled all about at the same time when he said that. Look, the Republicans have been in favor of this Keystone Pipeline, 20,000 jobs. If there was ever such thing as shovel-ready projects, here was one of them. Plus, it would get us a step closer to energy independence. It wouldn't be the whole deal, but it's a step closer. And this president has shut down everything when it comes to energy independence in this country. We're sitting on a wealth of energy to get us to a place where we don't have $4 and $5 gas. And this president isn't there, and he's talking out of both sides of his mouth.
New York Times reports this morning that behind the scenes, strategists are starting to look into the possibility of what if this thing, your race for the nomination, goes all the way to the convention. What are you doing?
I mean, in preparation for that? Well, first of all, I mean, I don't see that happening. One of these four candidates will be our nominee. I think we're halfway through the nomination process, Bob. We're only at halftime. I think that this process is going to play itself out. We will have a nominee, I think, fairly soon, 1-2 months away. And then we're going to be prepared for Tampa. But look, I mean, everyone watching this program knows, and you and I would probably agree, a month is like a year, and a week is like a month, and a day is like a week. And so when we get to June, July, August, September, we're going to have an eternity to debate who's going to be the next president.
Are you saying, though, that you're not making plans in any way, shape, or form for this to go all the way to the convention?
We're not making plans right now for a brokered convention, but the upside is that we've got rules to handle any possibility, and obviously we're going to follow those rules. But right now what we're talking about is who's going to be our nominee and what this president promised to the American people and what he delivered. Look, do you remember 4 years ago, Howard Dean and Chris Dodd, two former chairmen of the DNC, were saying in headline after headline, look, and I've got them all here in front of me, that the democratic process is killing our chances. Our nominee won't be worth anything because Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama are fighting each other tooth and nail. Well, guess what? A tough primary, a little bit of drama actually helped Barack Obama, and now we're suffering the consequences of that.
And others have said that, but John McCain is the only Republican I've heard to say on camera what some other Republicans have said to me off camera, and that is the longer this thing goes on, the harder it's going to be for us to win in the fall.
And I love John McCain, but John McCain's old former advisors during the '08 race were also saying that the Democratic race is helping John McCain. And look what happened 4 years ago. We put America to sleep with our promise for our primary 4 years ago. And Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton nearly gouged each other's eyes out. And what happened? He won. Look at all these governors, from Wisconsin to Ohio to Michigan to Pennsylvania. Even Chris Christie had a primary in New Jersey. Primaries make candidates stronger, It forces the media to talk about our candidates, and it keeps the focus on Barack Obama, which is what, at the end of the day, this election is going to be about. It will be a referendum on whether people are better off today than they were 3 or 4 years ago, which they're not, and it will be a referendum on whether Barack Obama is a man of his word and fulfills the promises that he makes to the American people, which he has not.
Do you really mean that John McCain put the voters to sleep last
No,
time
I think
out?
our process did. I think that our process did. We had no drama at all. We were lockstep in the middle of March. We had our nominee, and all of the excitement, all of the energy was on Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama. Remember, Hillary Clinton, if we forget, which we always forget history very quickly, won Pennsylvania on April 22nd. Hillary Clinton, Hillary Clinton. And so, you know, here we are in the middle of March, and I just reject this idea of hand-wringing.
One question. Do you think it'd be better if Newt Gingrich dropped out?
Well, I'm not going to be the referee for these guys. They'll have to decide for themselves. But what's most important is that we elect a president that can not just give a speech, but can make a promise and keep a promise. And right now, the American people know that we're on the wrong track and we need a different president.
Thank you so much.